In this week's text, we read about how new media in the past have changed the magnitude, forms, and effects of participation. Radio and Web 2.0 are two examples of such media which have had a significant impact on the amount of information people were able to transmit, as well as on diminishing the importance of geographical location. By the end of the podcast for this week, the speakers asked the question: what will be the next new media that will dramatically change the way we communicate? Their bet is on it being augmented reality, or AR, which integrates virtual information into a user's field of vision. Many of us will already be familiar with this in the form of Pokemon Go or flashy cards that you can scan with your mobile phone that will make characters appear on any surface as if they are present in the physical world. Another form of AR that most here will already know is AR smart glasses, such as the Google Glasses, which came out in 2013, and you've probably never seen anyone wear it yet. AR glasses include a computer, a camera, a microphone, a GPS, and even more sensors for which they capture the user's environment and can integrate any type of media directly into it. One can imagine that these types of seamless overlays of information may enhance people's performance or experience in things like business, video games, and educational programs. Why is it then that this technology has not yet been accepted by the public? The article that we picked talks about two studies in which people's reaction to augmented reality smart glasses is analyzed and shows what influences their decision making when it comes to adopting new technologies. First, let's talk about the perceived risks that ARSGs bring with them. Respondents of the interviews mention legal as well as ethical fears when talking about ARSGs. Legal fears are connected to issues such as unauthorized recordings of the user and or their peers or processing personal information without consent. Ethical fears of the interviewees are related, for example, to the collection and distribution of other people's information who are not aware of this process, as this technology resembles normal glasses, and therefore the use of it may go unnoticed by bystanders. Others are afraid of the negative norms surrounding ARSGs. The respondents are concerned that others could see them as acting in a socially undesirable manner, not expressing critical thoughts or particular feelings, and being less communicative with their direct surroundings, making their peers express their disapproval of the technology or asking them to take off their glasses during the social interaction, which then puts them in uncomfortable situations. This also relates to the aspect of protecting others' privacy, where the respondents mention they would rather not use ARSGs during social interactions with peers in order to safeguard the privacy of the other, with some indicating that this felt as a responsibility. In all these situations, the boundary condition is the presence of others around the user as well as the context of usage. If there is no one around whose privacy can be invaded, or if the user uses the ARSG in an environment where privacy is already not guaranteed, such as the workplace, the respondents had less fears and problems with adopting and using this new technology. But when others are around, most of the users have at least one concern regarding others surrounding them, be it negative reactions of others to the worn technology or the user's own fear for others' privacy. Not all respondents, however, saw these notions as something that would influence their buying behavior or way of using this technology. Many felt that they had nothing to hide or were simply unaware of the ways in which their personal information could be stolen. Others felt that they were in total control of the technology and had nothing to fear, just as in their other devices, such as a smartphone, which they use on a daily basis. Now that we have gone over the perceived risks, let's talk about the expected benefits. Through uses and gratification theory and other marketing literature, three types of expected benefits have been identified as coming with the use of ARSGs. These types are hedonic, such as the release from problems and stress and forms of entertainment; symbolic, it giving users a social advantage or a better connection with the world around them, and even an enhanced form of self-expression; and utilitarian benefits, such as enhancing one's capabilities of retrieving information. As the utilitarian benefits, ARSGs have been expected to make the user's life more efficient, such as task-oriented outcomes of ARSGs include organizing appointments, searching for information, using navigation, and so forth. ARSGs can be used to make work more efficient and save time. One pair of glasses can replace many office supplies. On the other side, ARSGs may also be expected to offer more entertainment or enjoyment through their use. Integrating virtual objects in the world is close to becoming real. ARSGs can be used in games, which will strengthen the cognition of the visual arts. In addition, ARSGs can provide a fashionable design as they are worn like regular glasses, so users won't be considered as weirdly dressed. Moreover, wearing ARSGs could be popular in the future as the initial personal judgments are mostly driven by visual cues. For example, ARSGs as used by celebrities and politicians can give the impression that it is a luxury item and people will tend to use it for this. Improving how the user is seen by their peers is recognized as a potential influence on the participants' decision making. The conclusion of the article is that while hedonic, symbolic and utilitarian benefits all show a positive relation to the adoption of ARSGs, only the risk of threatening other people's privacy has a significant effect on people's decision making. Now we would like to circle back to the text for this week and ask you whether you think if ARSGs would increase participation in the same way that radio and Web 2.0 have done in the past.